Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Exordium, a brand new area in EVE Online. Everybody say hi, YouTube. It's a new bro-only space. We're going to talk about it. Let's dive in to what this means right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and EVE enjoyer for the better part of, well, long enough to tell ya that a new bro-only zone in this is going to be intriguing. Let me actually turn off my my Jitta music so we can hear ourselves think here. Exordium is a brand new area in EVE Online. We finally can talk about it. It's very interesting. Now, this is not a new announcement that this was happening. The details are new. So you'll remember that this was announced about a month ago, maybe two, maybe a month and a half, whatever. It was announced previously. Now we get to know the details. What we're about to see will help shape the future of EVE Online for decades to come. So pay attention, because when your buddies are like,
I want to play EVE.
Hey man, I'm thinking about getting into EVE.
You can tell them, when Loru says it's easier than ever to get into EVE, it's about to get way more accessible, not just easier. So let's see what this means. Okay, I skimmed this, but let's just kind of hit the big stuff here. So, hospitable Capsuleers. I'm so hospitable, baby. That's right. Okay, so we want there to be a full EVE experience. We're going to go through the highlights here. So they start with, and I don't remember if this is the photo I took or not, because we took a photo like this at FanFest. I don't remember if this was me or not. So they talk about, hey, EVE has a lot to offer. Check it out. Vets know, blah, blah, blah. Then we hit, you can get into it at warp speed. Let me keep going down to where the big stuff is. So Exordium is going to be 53 new systems, and many of you saw this leaked before, but we don't talk about leaks. We talk about legit information, because leaks can always be wrong. This is how Exordium is going to look from a map standpoint. And I want to talk about this super fast. We're going to have a central cone. That's the thing about the cones of Dunshire. You have some fancy moves, but you forgot about the essence of the game. It's about the cones. Incredible stuff. Amazing. So this is going to all be Concord operated. All of the stuff in the center, this like cross, this like hexagon. You see, this is Galente. This is Amar, Minmatar, and Kaldari. So we've got a really cool, yeah, it is like a snowflake. We got some really cool, interesting stuff coming in here. And how this is going to look, it looks like the new bros are going to spawn into this and see how everything kind of interlinks. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. So it looks like everything, most stuff has like 3 jumps away. So it's this nice lattice of you're really only 1 or 2 jumps away from your friends if you just start. That's already pretty cool. That's right, Slick. That's already pretty cool. But you'll notice, can I stop it right now? You'll also notice that there's one system is going to be a jump into the Empire-controlled space of the new bro area. So I have some questions about this, like, is this new bro area of space going to be, is it in the map now? Is it there right now? Can I like see it? I doubt it. So no, we got, it is. Oh my gosh, it literally is. So I can answer the question right now. Oh my God. And this was what I wanted to show y'all. I believe this is explorable now. I think you can get in there like literally today. We're actually going to put this video out on the day. So let's turn off the 3D map and let's look at this. So it looks like it's this nice, tightly woven, this is the 3D version of it, tightly woven area right there. Very interesting. Very cool. The gate is under construction. Okay, got you. So look, it looks like this goes to Uli. Okay, so from Uli, okay, in Uli is a K space, is like a normal, you can go to Uli today, and the Exordium region is accessible to it, but not just yet. You can kind of see it up here, and I really like how, so this already answered one of our questions. And this might change on launch, so just get ready for our news when they talk about it at FanFest. You can see that here is the Amar versions, but you can see it doesn't really connect to anything. If I click on this, it only connects to the other new bro areas. So it doesn't actually go to Amar space. It's Amar controlled without being a connecting to the actual Empire space. Okay, so this is an answered question for us about the Exordium region. So this matters, because how this new bro system is able to interact with the rest of EVE Online is going to make it great or terrible. Because we said back in the day, I postulated that there's going to be one of 2 options. Either we were going to have a new bro only space that we, the existing people, cannot enter ever, and they could do whatever they want, Or we can enter it, but it has to be like 1-0 throughout the entire place. Like no ganking whatsoever. Like literally you cannot set safeties to red. Let's talk about what this means. So first question answered. Can you get into the Exordium space? Not yet, but you will be able to get into it through the ULI system. And ULI is all the way over here. Sovereignty Evermore, right here. This is the Uppereth systems. All these are like Concord-owned systems. And these are all going to be now gates into the New Bro area from normal space right now. Let's keep reading. That's our first answered question. Okay, so if rookies will be spread over 53 systems, how is that going to bring them closer together? Manifest is centrally located within easy reach of all other systems in the region. It includes an air trade center region, which will serve as an excellent meeting and trade locations. They're literally going to have a built-in dedicated trade hub in the New Bro area. Now, I know a lot of you and I have the same thought of like,
Loru, if they could just stay there forever, what's stopping people from just infinitely grinding in this area, like never leaving an ungankable system?
They've thought of this, and we said this, a safe space to learn. When we find it, we're going to get there. Low risk, low rewards. Okay, so this is not a place that's going to be like you can't really plex your accounts while you're there because all the items are going to be not great enough. So let's just keep looking at this. It can be, this is one of my main things. PvP is a core element of EVE Online experience. Correct. Provides a crucial portion of the cycle of creation and destruction that drives New Eden's economy. The PvP, many of you don't like PvP. PvP is one of the reasons that prices of certain elements are so low. PvP is actually the thing that's keeping inflation from going burr. Because without the gankers, every item bought, made, crafted would reach Jitta, Dodixie, etc. And then the prices will go up and up and up. Without the PvPers, without the high-sec gankers, there would be way more expensive goods. So at a macro level, the supply and demand, and yes, the risk from the PvP is actually keeping your prices lower than they would have normally been. So make sure the next time you get ganked by a high-sec ganker, you say,
thanks for keeping the prices of the things I already buy cheaper.
and then say GF, because we say GF here. Okay, that's right. Make sure PvP engagement, however, it can be stressful to know you're at risk of PvP engagement before you've had a chance to learn the ropes. This is the single most common feedback for new EVE Online players, and it isn't close. A lot of people in EVE Online die, and they say,
I don't know what happened. Where was this guy? How'd he find me? I was just did I do something wrong?
Like that. Other video games, MMOs, someone rolls up on you and you see them like attacking you. In EVE, because it's nested in menus, it can be harder to understand what's happening. So I don't follow. I really don't. So currently new players in EVE are afforded a measure of protection while in starter systems, career agent systems, and Sisters of EVE Epic Arc systems by a rule posted on our support website. Now I gotta tell you, this was news to me. I didn't know about this. I straight up had no idea that there's a rule on the main website talking about griefing rookies. I had no, type 1 if you didn't know this. I had no idea. So this is crazy. So if you trick new players into openly firing on you freely, if you scam people, or if you stop the rookies from completing, if you like purposely camp areas in the tutorial or new player arcs, you will have like account actions taken. This is crazy. I didn't know this. I had no idea. There's all these systems. So disregarding warnings to cease behavior is considered to be a violation, and you will be subject to discipline. You might get banned if you grief the rookies in the new area. I didn't know this was a thing. And you say it's old. Sure, I didn't know. It looks like it's only 2024. This is when this was updated. Maybe it's from before that. Very old gamer knew, my man. That's right. I like this because it makes it very clear that CCP, from a policy standpoint, at least is discouraging people from like scamming new people and like griefing them in the new player areas. So, okay. So this is, I didn't know that was a thing. And more generally by the fact that new players usually don't carry valuable items on them. And this is not now a target for suicide ganking. And this is kind of like, this parentheses really everything. A lot of people in high sec they're not ganking for money. They're ganking for like the love of the game. They're ganking to just get kills, because this is a part of the culture of EVE, that kill mails are a culture in EVE. Kill mails, like if someone says,
what'd you do this weekend?
Oh, I got 10 kills.
People don't really care if it's like a shuttle going through high sec or not, Now, look at someone's kill board.
Like, I went to your kill board and you killed a bunch of noobs and shut
You got
Like, now you could find them out, but still, it's still a part of the culture. Number of kills is like, think of it like think of number of kills like Reddit upvotes. They don't matter, and they're really only cared about by people that have nothing better to care about. You know what I'm saying, chat? You know what I'm saying? New players do not know this. This is an important thing. They don't. They read stories about how ruthless and cutthroat Eve can be. Correctly so, because this is not an MMO for everybody. This is an MMO only for people that want some level of control and some PvP. This means that new players are learning the basics of Eve under the cloud of anxiety. I love how they're framing this because I totally agree. When I talk to my friends in real life, because they're like,
hey, Loru, like, you know, we saw that you're a content creator. You're playing this game, Eve. Can I try?
and I'm like, hey, I got to warn you, it's kind of tough to start. It's easier to get into than ever, but if you're used to playing like Minecraft, because all my friends are like dads and they could play games once every couple weeks. And they're like, you know, should I
play Eve?
I'm like, man, look, you're like playing Destiny 2 for 2 hours every 2 weeks. Maybe stick to that. It's how it is. Knowing another player could show up at any time. Exordium will have a new starter space security tier. This is like above 1.0. Completely prevents PvP within its borders. Now, you and I both know that just because PvP is not possible, you literally can't gank people in the Exordium area, in the new bro areas. Impossible to gank them. This does not mean people will not be messed with. Let's be honest, if there's a rule, Eve players are like,
how do I break that?
They're gonna try their darndest to see what's up. Fine. You know, the devs will respond. I'm not worried about it. Will there be mess? Of course, because whenever there's something new, all rules have to be refined and have to be like dialed in to make sure that the spirit of the law is maintained, right? So the point of this area is for new players to be able to play Eve without the fear of being messed with. So if someone is being camped or threatened or something, obviously someone's going to, like, you know, mess with stuff. So what I'm trying to say is this is a really good thing. I think. Some people disagree. I got to tell you, the people that don't want this, they're just wrong. Straight up. This is a really, so far, good implementation of this from a systems standpoint, because we need new people to play Eve. We need new blood into the game, and it can't just, the game can't stay the same. I need y'all to understand me like loud and clear here. If the game stays the same, it won't last another 10 years. Eve is one of the longest, fantastic, most incredibly standing MMOs in the industry. There's a reason why it is not talked about as much, though, because it is a very niche game comparatively. If we want the game to continue to be great for decades, then we need new blood. That's just that's the brass tacks. And people that don't like that, they're just incorrect. Okay, so this coupled with the fact that you don't have to play a game forever. Like, chat, there's plenty of reasons for you to take a break from Eve. And if you want to take a break from Eve, we actually have a video for you. So ! Quit Eve in my chat. I believe that's it. Is that it? Yeah. If you're quitting Eve, we actually have a guide for you on how to like put your stuff into storage and what to do with it so that when you come back, because I took a 7-year break from Eve, came back, my stuff was worth more than when I left it. If you follow that guide, that's what that's for. So anyway, this is the new bro area. Let's keep reading about what it is. It's intended to provide new players with a secure environment to learn the game without needing to worry about PvP risk yet. This is great. Fantastic. So to make the difference between new security tiers and high sec space clearer, Exordium systems will be set to 1.0 security status, and all other systems will be changed to 0.9 that are 1.0. So this is a actual fundamental change in EVE Online. That 1.0 systems used to be something in like normal areas of space, right? Now Exordium will be the only place in EVE that is 1.0, and the rest of high sec will be 0.9 to 0.5. Now, this doesn't really change anything that big a deal in the 0.9 systems. JITA is 0.9 system. I always thought it was 1.0. Sheesh. So people were crying about on Some people were sending me screenshots because I don't go to Reddit because
You mustn't go there, Sim.
it's just not worth my time. But people were sending me screenshots about like people being upset that certain 1.0 error is now 0.9. Guys, it's like the difference between maybe a couple seconds and Concord showing up. It's really not a big deal. It's not a problem, right? They still show up. Who cares? So Exordium will have several restrictions and limitations to preserve EVE Online's balance. These include a curated set of PvE content available, higher taxes, decreased opportunities for value creation for most activities, and blocks that prevent use of player-controlled structures and deployables. Yeah, baby! Question answered. Okay, question answered. You can't deploy structures. There is not like a bunch of ISK to be made there. It's just let the new bros play in the kiddie pool where it's like 2 feet deep and they can't make big waves in the economy. This is exactly what we want it to be. This is what we hoped it was. And I'm so glad that the devs, because the devs have been doing great. And this whole thing worried me because this is the kind of system that will either be incredible or literally break the game. So it looks like the systems are in place to make this really good. This is correct. Right. It needs to be a kiddie pool. Let us play in the sand that is right next to the ocean and build our sand castles right next to crashing waves. Let the kids play in the kiddie pool over there, where it's safe, where there's a lifeguard, the whole thing. So really, really good stuff coming in here. It'll let the new bros learn the systems without being able to make a bunch of money. Okay, so, man, freaking Colin is out, y'all. I tell you. All right. I can see this place local already. It's going to be referral links only. I got to tell you, I don't know if that's going to happen. It'll probably happen initially. Probably. But the reality is, I think it's going to be more like Baron's chat than it'll be like spam. You guys know how Baron's was, how Duratar was, how Silverwind was, right? It was nonstop memes. Like I unironically think they should make a grave for Chuck Norris in the Barrens. And like here lies like the martial arts expert, like Nuck Choris, because he was Chuck Norris jokes every 5 seconds in Baron's chat, So I think it's going to be like that. Low risk, low rewards. Oh man, my pollen is killing me. Pray for you, boy. With the huge variety of content available at New Eden, they sometimes struggle to find appropriate challenges at their current level. This is also something I've said in the past. Other MMOs are really good at making it clear at a glance. Is this content for my level? It's tougher in New Eden because it depends on the ship. It depends on a lot of things, right? So Thunder Fury did
someone say Thunder Fury, blessed blade of the Windseeker?
I did. I said it. We're going to have to keep going. Within Exordium, all content presented will be achievable for rookie Capsuleers. Great. They can experience a wide variety of activities: combat, hacking, mining, low-level missions, home fronts, and more. Difficulty and rewards will be tuned to suit a starter region. So great stuff. Rappelcopter downplay. I love that, dude. I love that. So what region IRL do you live in, Loru? I'm close to DC. So we've got a nice PvP positive zone. When we go into DC, it's we have to get ready. We flag the moment we enter the car. We have to be ready to have open world PvP the moment I enter the car, because since we're so close to DC, there's just a lot of IRL ganking. You have to keep your head on a swivel, constantly descanning. Oh, I am constantly, I tell you, it's nothing but it's absolute descanning all the time. I'm not kidding. So it's very, very scary. So we are safe. As long as we're inside my house. So, it is what it is. Exordium will introduce newcomers to the lore and story of New Eden, deepening the immersion. Love that. Makes sense. The ability to curate the content available in Exordium helps us balance risk with reward. For example, all the ore in Exordium will be tier 0 variants of the Veldspar, can be balanced independently. This is absolutely what I hoped for. This is...
You are now entering the dark zone.
I miss those so much, Warling. God, that was fun back in the day. We should do that again once we get more streams going. Now that I fixed my computer, time to build. This... Chat, we need some 07s for CCP games. This is it. This is absolutely what we wanted to see. I'm going to drop some 07s there too. It lets the new bros experiment. Let the systems be tested by the new bros without having to break the main economy. It means there's a buffer between the brand new accounts. Notice I didn't say new bros, brand new accounts, and the rest of us. So you can, no longer can you just spool up infinite numbers of accounts and just immediately go into Veldspar. By the way, I'm hoping that they talk about story missions. I'm hoping this means that you actually have to do various story missions in order to leave Exordium. Think about if you have a brand new account and all of the people that are like, they get banned and now they have to go through like 5 hours of story missions to come back. If that's the case, let's call it 2 hours. Let's make it more balanced. This will dissuade people from making like 20 accounts that they're multi-boxing on and they're running scripts on, they get banned, they make 20 more accounts. This will dissuade that. I hope that they do something like that. That'd be kind of interesting. So maybe they keep them there as like a forced little jail that is helping the new bros, but it's also fun for the new people. But it like the people that have done this for 20 years are like,
this crap again.
You know, we'll see. Right, literally return from exile. Homefront ops will have a different reward curve. Hacking sites are special variants, independently balanced loot tables. Special taxes, most taxable activities in Exordium. This is really good. I gotta tell you, it's perfect. It's great. Now, some people will try to break this. That's okay. So far, from what I've seen, this is great. Literally tell your friends to go get New Eden. To go get EVE Online, because once this launches in FanFest, which is in about a month, I don't know if it's launching in a month, but they said they're going to announce more stuff at FanFest. Now your buddies can play EVE better than ever before. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Chat, I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know if I have a bloody nose or something. Do I have like, I don't know. I feel like there's liquid in my nose. I don't know. We commit to the bit. Keep going, chat. Exordium is built for new players, but veteran players are also welcome to visit the region and meet and mentor new potential friends and Corp mates. So this is really good. This is really good. You can join the region if you are an existing player. So you can, now the question is, what is the ship limitations, right? Can I bring in like a marauder, you know, and be like,
hey, I can run you through those new bro sites. This is called the Chronos.
You know, I don't want to do that. It's crazy. So limit to alpha skills? I don't know. We're going to have to see about that. Whether it takes the form of roaming starter ships with a magic school bus full of free ships like Mike Azaria, cool, running public new player fleets for PvP, or incursions like Kishal Ireton or the EVE Rookies community, creating freelance jobs aimed at new players. Oh, that's cool. You can make freelance jobs in the area. Nice. The much more compact layout of the newbie system in Exordium should hopefully be a major boon to all our friendly neighbors and Capsuleer mentors. This is pretty cool. We like this. The region layout has been designed with a central hub system. Will have additional office slots. Nice. Will be within 4 jumps of every other system within the region. This is, we were just saying that. There's like a lattice. It's within 4 jumps of literally everything. Guys, this is really great. They've really thought of like, how do we make it so people can help the new bros? Love this. This is a walking W. If you have feedback, make sure you go give it to the devs. Road to what's next? What's next? It literally exists in the game, is not yet accessible to players, as we saw. The starter systems are introduced in phases. Sometime before FanFest, the new region will be open for a visit. So before FanFest, which as of this video is in a month and a half-ish, it's going to be open. At that point, players will be able to enter, explore new space, and check out the new security tier. The content will not be in there yet. So they're going to launch the sites, these areas of space, before FanFest. But it'll be bare. It'll be empty. With the expansion release, the remaining content will be added to Exordium, and we will be sending all new players there. Any Capsuleers who have entered E before the expansion will continue their new player journey using the existing systems spread around HiSec. Okay. This is really cool, chat. Definitely go give them feedback if you would like constructive feedback as a community. I call y'all every time there's a new system like this. And this is a monumental new system, even if you're like,
Loru, I'm not new.
Yeah, but your buddies will be when they join you in the new Exordium system. So go give feedback to the devs that is constructive in the EVE Discord, on the EVE forums, the link. I'll put the news link in the description for you so y'all can click it and see what's up. So if you want more EVE news like this and be able to stay abreast to all the fantastic stuff happening, that's this playlist right here and sub right here for the best EVE guides. We'll see you in the next video. Exciting stuff, chat. New Pro Only Zone coming up. Gonna be awesome.